It is often said that dogs are man's best friend, but for Chris Buswell, a former army medic from Aberdeenshire, his relationship with his 2-year-old Golden Retriever Lyn means so much more. The young pup was given to Chris by the charity Bravehound. It's trained to support him through episodes of PTSD, depression and anxiety. Brandon Cook has more.
What's this?
4 years ago, Chris and his wife Carla arrived home from holiday to the news their 22-year-old son had died suddenly.
Cuddle.
The grief of losing his son sparked post-traumatic stress disorder from his military service overseas. Soon, Chris was in a downward spiral, seriously struggling with poor mental well-being. In May last year, his GP advised him to contact the veteran charity Bravehound.
Bye-bye.
Soon after, a young golden retriever called Lyn was in his life and clouds began to fade.
It's been a real game changer. My anxiety levels just plummeted. She gets me out of bed in the morning, gives me a reason to get out. I can see now that I really needed her. I was suffering flashbacks throughout the day, terrible nightmares at night, but she helps with that, so she gives me a nice big cuddle.
Lyn is a comforting presence in Chris's life, but she's clever in her own right. If the lead is dropped, Lyn will pick it up. If Lyn senses Chris is anxious, she'll give him a hug.
She puts both paws up on my shoulder, snuggles into my neck, and I have that really nice, warm, reassuring presence. And it's great if I have a flashback, because when you have a flashback, you're there in the moment.
She's also trained to take Chris away from overwhelming situations.
Some of them, veterans will have nightmares and the dogs will wake them up, and also they'll comfort them during the day. But I think our dogs have a pretty good life with their veterans. They're very much loved.
Chris and Lyn are now inseparable. He dreads to think where he'd be without her.
My wife calls her the mistress, and we call my wife the other woman because she's the main woman in my life. So. But I think secretly they're both really pleased for me that I've got a friend here who looks after me, and they know that if I go for a walk, I'm not going to do anything silly. I'm going to be looked after by my friend here.
Brandon Cook, STV News.
What a beautiful story, an amazing dog, an amazing charity there. Well.